Go, Roger.
Well, I'm Roger, and I've been writing since high school, I think, and I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but it's a lot of years. I said that I'd like to show a 1 minute video, and
Yes.
can I try to do that now? And
Yes.
a lot of times it doesn't work when you do it over Zoom, but I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna. And then I'll talk a little bit about my book, okay?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, one sec.
When I dropped him for the bus at school, I didn't realize it would be the last time I would ever see him.
It was the day that changed everything forever.
And then everything stopped.
I thought it was a firecracker, but then I looked over and he was shooting.
When we tried to see Speaker Grantham, he wouldn't give us the time of day.
They lost everything but their voice.
They say the Second Amendment protects the right to form a militia.
So we formed one.
Breaking news, a kidnapping in Washington.
And now the FBI is searching the countryside.
4 days, one hostage, a nation's reckoning, and a brazen kidnapping. They didn't want to become criminals. They just wanted someone to care. Now available from author Roger Kioki in a critically acclaimed novel, The Brushy Ridge Militia. Read it before they silence it.
Were you able to see that? No?
Yes.
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 It was fantastic.
Being
Yes,
with
we
me.
saw it.
Hold on. So,
In these dangerous, crazy, and rapidly moving times, I want to say a few words as to where I think we are right now and how we best go forward if we are to defeat oligarchy, authoritarianism, and horrific.
Now we can't see the video.
no, what happened was when I play it from YouTube, another one automatically comes on. So that was Bernie Sanders. So, no, so my book is about something that's disturbed me for many years is these brazen school shootings. You know, I live about a half hour from Sandy Hook. I was not work I was working from home that day, and it really shook me. Luckily that afternoon, Barack Obama went on TV, and it was very emotional. And when he went to the high school a few nights later, it was very emotional. And a few years later, um, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas happened. And it was just as brazen and annihilating an event as Sandy Hook. But they had a town meeting a few nights later, and all the politicians were there. Rubio was there as a senator, and their Congress people. And a lot of them were sort of owned by the gun lobby. And what happened was in the Q&A, the history teacher got up and she said, "How was that man well regulated? What militia was he a part of?" And I thought that was a great question. Why do we have these 27 words? I won't repeat the Second Amendment that has the words militia and well regulated in it when, really, it's not that way. So these parents in this fictional town of Brushy Ridge, they go through all the stages of grief. There's a bad shooting at their school. They lobby Washington, and the Speaker of the House will not even meet with them. So they come back from their trip to Washington very upset. And one of the parents is a lawyer, and he says, "Well, way back when those words were written, you were allowed to form militias. Why don't we form a militia and take the speaker hostage peacefully, but make him watch the hallway footage of the shooting?" Make him look at the morgue photos of the victims until he agrees to bring, safer gun legislation to the floor of the House. So obviously they do it, and obviously they get apprehended and they work through the court system. And the finale is a session with the Supreme Court where those 27 words of the Second Amendment are debated. What do they really mean? So I won't give anything else away, but that's the book.
Brushy Ridge Militia.
Brushy Ridge Militia.
Yeah, yeah. So that's I don't know if we can see it, but yeah.
Linda Thompson, can you, are you on mute? But I want to thank Linda for sponsoring the Zoom as well. I don't know if she's going to go next. Okay. All right. So Brushy Ridge Militia. It's going to be on our summer reading list. And thank you, Roger. Roger and I, we share an alumni. We both worked for Y&R. So we go back ways. And I'm looking forward to interviewing him. His book is really thick, and I'm going to read it right through and tell you all about it. But it's a very important message that he carries about the shootings at the schools, which is so disturbing. So I would highly recommend everyone to go to our bookstore and pick up these books. They're really good reads as well. So thank you so much for coming on our show. And Linda Thompson, are you there? Okay. All right. Any authors? And then I'll bring everyone else on. Any authors that I missed? Let me look at the list. Okay. All right. So let's go with Anne. I had a great experience. Let me stop recording. You're watching Discover Brightside. Don't forget to subscribe.